Hello and welcome back. So glad that I can make your acquaintance once more. I'm going to keep this table read as short and sweet as I can. I had a revelation, something that hit me, and I figured I would come and share it with the boys and girls of the world. And what that situation is this. Try. I was sitting there thinking about all the different things that we've done on this platform that I've tried to do, and some of the things have been a success. Some of the things, for instance, Cooking with Q was one of the trial things that we've done that I think people enjoy, so I've continued to do it. The gameplay, something that I tried, people enjoy it, so I continue to do it. But then there were other things like the gameplay that we tried and didn't really pan out. The book club we tried and didn't really pan out. But you have to try. The only way you'll know is if you try. And what I find is that people, they're so afraid to fail at something that they never try. They never give themselves an opportunity. And not only that, but the gag is, even if you fail, it doesn't mean it was a bad idea. Sometimes it's all about the execution. It had nothing to do with the idea. It was all about the execution. But I think that people are so afraid of failure. And I get it. I totally get it. I get it. You don't want the girls to kiki over top of your name. You don't want the girls to shade you. You don't want to be embarrassed. I get it. But this is your story. Fuck them. Who cares what people think about you and your journey? Everybody has their own cross to bear, and this is your story. You dictate how it goes. If you don't take the opportunity, don't let it be because you're afraid of what I would think or somebody else would think. If you don't take it, it should be because you feel like it's a bad opportunity. It wouldn't serve you. But never pass up an idea, an opportunity, because you're afraid to fail. I was having a conversation with my mom on the latest podcast, The Code. And we're having some technical issues, but I'm trying to work through them. But at one point, we were talking about dating. And she had said to me something to the effect of, I think the issue is that I'm having a hard time navigating through the dating world, if you will. And I said to her, you know what it is, Mommy, in my opinion? Speaking of navigating, the issue is you're a semi-truck. You're big. When I say that, I mean that in her mind, spiritually, her ideas, her thoughts and opinions, you're big. And you're trying to operate on a lower, smaller road. That's not meant for you, girl. That's the problem that I think a lot of people face. Is they're forever trying to force themselves down a path that's not for them. She said to me something like, oh, this type of man, and I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of, it seems like this type of man doesn't like this about my personality or that about my personality. And I looked at her, I'm like, well, then that's not the man for you. It's not your job to appease somebody and to change who you are in order to make them feel comfortable or confident. If he can't walk in the room and feel big on his own, then pay it. Because you ain't nobody's mother. You're not here to raise nobody. It's not your job to big him up. Now, we can big each other up, but I'm not going to minimize my own successes so that you can feel good about the few that you've got. Be secure in yourself. But my point is, getting back on topic, a lot of times when you're talking about failures, it's the same thing what my mom was talking about. As people, we look at somebody else and we see what works for them. And then we want to attempt that same path. Oh, well, it worked for her. Well, it's like you just said, it worked for her. It worked for her. And you pulling the monkey see, monkey do act is going to get you stuck. Because every bridge is not built at the proper height that will allow you to pass. Every road cannot handle the weight of what you bring. Your talents, your gifts, your crafts. So it's about, being okay with failure. But recognizing and understanding that a failure doesn't mean that the idea was bad. Sometimes it's all about your execution. Take inventory of what you're doing, see where you went wrong, and try it again. Do not give up on yourself. Do not quit on yourself. Do not be discouraged just because you didn't get it the first, second, or third time. You've got this. And how I know and why I'm so passionate and why I come to you guys and share these type of things with you is because it took somebody like my mother hammering the point to me for me to finally get it. I think also, real quick before I forget, one of the issues that we have as people, and I get it again because I've been there, is we get overwhelmed with the bigger picture. We get overwhelmed, and what happens is it's like, oh my God, I can't, we do nothing. It's such a big task in our mind that instead of us actually just, okay, focus, one step at a time, one brick at a time. One brick at a time created the Great Wall, right? If we look at the bigger picture all at once and think we have to have it done all at once, we ain't gonna start because it's overwhelming. No, forget about it. But if you look at it in terms of like an apple tree, here's my opinion. Here's what you need. Number one, before you even plant the seed, check the environment. Is the soil right? Don't put a fertile seed into infertile soil. Okay? We got to be right down to the ground. Like, it got to be right. Make sure your environment, the people who are around you, are encouraging, inspiring, make you better. Then we plant the seed. We water the seed. We let it get sunlight. Put it in an area where it gets sun. And then we wait. And then we wait. And that's a part of the problem too. Patience. People get overwhelmed. They don't do anything. Or they start and they become impatient. They don't see the results right away. They quit. They say, oh, this apple tree is going to take 5 years to reach its full potential. So, those 5 years are going to happen regardless. Wouldn't you rather have the apple tree when the 5 years arrives? So what, you're just not going to plant the apple tree just because what? It takes time? Plant the fucking tree. Do what you know you got to do. Plant the goddamn tree. Let the years go by. Take care of it. And when the time comes, that tree will take care of you. But don't be afraid of the time. Don't be afraid of the potential failure. You've got to try. You've got to give yourself a chance first. It took me years, you guys, years to get that. That instead of me looking to somebody else, I remember when I was younger, I used to, so funny when I think about it now. I would get off MARTA and I would be certain areas in downtown and I would used to think, because, oh, and it's so, this is, okay, the universe just sent something to me. You know why? Well, let me first say, but I'm saying you know why. So, I would be walking and I would get off the bus and I would be thinking, maybe somebody will see me and give me an opportunity. Maybe an agent, a manager, somebody will see me and say, oh, that kid has a unique look. Oh, he looks like he might be talented. This, that, and the fourth. And maybe somebody will give me an opportunity. And you want to know why that is? Because I bought in to the bullshit that they sell in Hollywood. These fake stories that they create to make themselves sound so like lucky. Like I came here with $100 in my pocket and I got discovered by, Clint Eastwood and he put me in my first film. Like, you're lying. And what happens is people start to covet this Cinderella story that doesn't even exist. It's not real, girl. It's not real. And so I'm sitting there walking downtown like, oh, someone see me, someone acknowledge me, give me a chance. Not realizing that it was within myself all along to free myself. The key to the shackles that were around my ankles were right in front of me. But I was so in my mind pressed on somebody walking through that front door with the keys and saying, I'm going to let you out of here. And I'm going to give you permission to live your life and to go out and be great and be successful. I was waiting for somebody to bring those keys Because in my mind, the keys that certainly those can't be the keys for this shackle. It's like we have it in our minds that we need somebody to say, you can do it. You have permission. I give you permission to go and be great. To the point to where even when you look and you see the keys, you doubt it. You doubt it. Because there's no way I can free myself. And it's so funny to me when I think back to those days. Crazy to me that I thought I would be walking, I'd be thinking, maybe somebody will see me. Maybe somebody will see me. And when the issue really was all along that I was not seeing myself, girl. And that's just the whole bottom line. The whole bottom line. So what I'm telling you guys is believe in yourself. You don't have to ask nobody for permission to live your life and be happy and be great. Just do it. Take that first step. Be patient. Be patient. Allow the process time to work itself out. But in the interim, continue to water the seed. Oh, a year has passed, 2 years has passed. Oh, girl, this apple ain't gonna be shit. It's flimsy as fuck. But just beneath the surface, those roots are like 6 feet deep. It's big, girl. It's bigger than what you see. There are bigger things at work. Is that making sense to somebody in the audience? There is something bigger taking place. So what I don't want you to do is to sit there and try to go down somebody else's path when your path is just fine. The path that you're taking are on a road that was meant for you. That's it. You don't got to go my path, her path, their path. Your path is just fine. Trying to cultivate or trying to covet somebody else's success and cultivate a situation where it's like, okay, girl, let me maybe I could take this semi truck up this street if I get rid of the trailer. Okay, but the blessing was in the trailer. So yeah, you got to where you was trying to go, but you don't even have what you need now that you're here. Did you see what I'm saying? You don't have to go through this metamorphosis to be somebody else when who you are is just fine. And when you do evolve, be the best version of you, not a knockoff version of somebody else. So I love you. I don't want to make this video too long because like I said, I'm editing the podcast with my mom. I plan on a little bit later on today doing another gameplay. Plus I have that one gameplay that I already did that I haven't released yet. So I'll probably do that today as well. But I just had to stop. It hit my spirit when I was thinking about all the different things what we've tried and what's worked and what hasn't. But I will never let the prospect of failure stop me from giving myself a chance and presenting something to the people that they may actually enjoy. I'm doing a disservice, really, presenting something to you or not presenting something to you just because I think it may fail. What if that was the thing that you all were like, girl, this is what I live for the most? Who knows? Give yourself a chance. Try, keep trying, never give up. If you fail, learn what you need to learn. Take the lesson from the situation and then shift your perspective and try it again. Try it again. Okay? So having said all that, I love you guys down. I have to get back to work. Plus I have to do my hair, girl. That's a whole nother... Oh, girl, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But in any case, like I said, I just want to drop this off with the boys and girls of the world. So having said that, I love you guys down. You already know the drill. Via Sablanjalita Galisam, the best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is.